Welcome to ID Corner Tech Bite Episode 2. Today we're looking at a tool to gather live responses to questions and surveys. Let's go ahead and dig in. All right, well, welcome to the second ID Corner Tech Bites. The purpose of these is to briefly share a tech tool while you sit back and grab a snack or your lunch. I'll do the demonstration and then we'll have a time of Q&A. So today, the tool that I want to share is all about getting student response. So this is something like Plickers or any poll everywhere web tool that you might have encountered before. This tool in particular is called Plickers, and it uses a system of QR-like code cards along with a free app so that you can capture student responses. So let me go ahead and dig in here. I'm going to share my screen. So you should see a browser window here. And I do want to make a little commercial here. Instructional Technology has a new website. Most of our content moved from that website to an internal SharePoint site. So if you come to our site, there won't be much there except for a button to SharePoint, which will take you to our SharePoint site, on which you can find information about classroom technology, different online tools. We have an FAQ there, as well as some information about teaching and learning. This session is being recorded, and so if you would like to listen after the fact, you can listen on the ID Corner podcast as well as watch on YouTube as well. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into Plickers. So this is the tool. It is free to use with some limitations that I'll get into in a little bit. Navigate to get.plickers.com and you can get your free account. Once you do that, you'll be taken to a site like this. So this is my Plickers library. On that page, within my library, there's a couple different things. Let me move my Zoom bar out of the way here. So you've got your library, which lists all of your question sets. Packs are sets of questions. I'm not going to talk about packs so much. We're really just going to work with question sets and classes. So the first thing that you'll want to do is set up your class. And so you can enter the names of your students there and associate a number, a card number to each student. Once you do that, and actually let me show the cards real quick. So this is what they look like, and it may be difficult to see, but around the shape in the middle, there's a number at each corner. So this is the card number, this is card number 10. And then there's a letter associated with each side. So depending on how the student orients the card, changes their answer. Back to the app. So in the library here, we've got a question set. We have our class. So I showed how we can start a new class by entering the class names or the student names. I have a class here already. And once you click into a class, you have the option to add a set that you've already created. You can see reports for that class. You can see the student list for that class. Let's go back to library, and I can create a new set. So this would be a set of questions. And the one limitation for a free account is that sets are limited to 5 questions. You can have unlimited numbers of sets within a session. So I could add any number of 5 question sets to a session, but you're limited to 5 questions. Questions also are multiple choice only, so that is another limitation. So we can ask our question, let's see. All right, so by clicking in the specific letter, I can choose which is the correct answer if I'm grading. I do have the option to make this a survey, so then nothing is graded and I'm just surveying students for what they think. And if I want to shuffle these choices, I can. And then to add a new question, I just click the plus and I can add another question. So this is how you can create your set. You can also name them. I would recommend that. It makes them easier to find later on. And now I'm going to click here and go back to my library. And I'll click into this class and I'm going to add, let's see, I don't want to add that one. I want to add this one. And now I'm going to click play now and I'll launch. I'll stop sharing here and I'll click play now. And then I'm going to share from my phone how it looks on my phone. So 1 second while I do that. All right, so here we are. This is the Plickers app. You should see my phone screen. And I'm going to open the Plickers app and click into this class, and we can see that question set has already started. So I'll click into that. And now what I'm going to do is click this blue circle on the bottom to capture the answers from the students. So I'll click that. And now, as I hold up my camera, you should see the student names appear. And as it sees a student, it will capture their answer. And once I'm sure I've caught everyone, I'll click stop. And now we can see here their answers. If I want, I can show the correct answer. I can also show a graph of the results. I can also click the next arrow to go to the next question. And I'm not going to change any of the answers. But again, we'll capture this, and it does so pretty quick. So just scan the room. And I think we've got everybody, so I'll click stop. And just to confirm, oh, I missed somebody. Let's try and capture this again. We'll try and get all of them. I think it might be that one in the middle there that's blocked by the desk. Presumably you would have students holding these up. Let's see, did I catch it? Yep, got all 9. And let me actually also, I'm going to stop sharing here and share back on my computer so you can see how it would appear to students. So students will see a page like this with the question. And for instance, if I wanted to show the correct answer, I can do that. I can also hide it and then show the graph of the answers. And then when I'm done, I can click out of here and then I'm ready to launch the next one, should I want to. That is Plickers. And so I'm wondering if anybody has any questions. I'll go ahead and stop recording here. Thanks for tuning into this episode. As I mentioned before, I purposefully don't record the Q&A, but I will recount pertinent information and questions here. Some of the things that came up were that Plickers supports classes of up to 63 students, and also that the Plickers session runs in the browser and doesn't integrate into PowerPoint. Lastly, it is possible to run a Plickers session without adding students to a class. In that case, the session would be anonymous. Please contact me if you are interested in trying out Plickers. Instructional Technology has a set of cards that you can borrow. Thanks for tuning in and have a great day.